Hey folks, welcome back to my channel. I thought I'd film a drive with me / McDonald's mukbang in the car, because obviously with all of the corona stuff that's going on right now, I can't really go out anywhere. However, I figured that drive-throughs were an exception and a great place for me to film a video. So I've got hello person just walked past. So I've got some questions that you guys sent in, and I also thought I'd use this as a bit of a life update, kind of what's going on with me currently situation. I use my vlogging tripod and I've folded it in a way that it should stay, but I reckon when I start driving it will go. I'm gonna pop on some music and we can vibe with me in the car while I drive to McDonald's. I also need to get it up on Google Maps because I still don't know the directions. I've got a playlist of throwback music that I'm gonna pop on so we can jam to. And someone has literally just parked across my driveway. Oh, I have not ever filmed a drive with me or a vlog while driving. I really hope, I mean, it's not illegal because a lot of people do it. It takes me ages to get out of my driveway as well. Beep beep, let me out. Oh my God. Good afternoon, can I take your order? Hi, can I get a 5-piece chicken selects meal? Yep. With a Coke? Yep. And then can I also get a portion of mozzarella dippers? Yep. And a McFlurry? Sickly so. What happened was, I was on my way to McDonald's and I got a flat tyre. And then I had to spend 2 hours trying to get my flat tyre repaired. And I'm finally at McDonald's. I'm so hungry and I just ordered some food.
Do you have 5 select meal on your order?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bros, he literally just said banging. I'm creasing. It's now 4 o'clock, 4:30, and I'm finally
Got some food.
Thank you.
And drinks and ice cream.
Thank you. I don't want to let the cold in. Okay, let us pick a parking spot. Oh, I'm genuinely gonna get stared down. It's a stare down opportunity. I also decided that I wasn't gonna vlog when driving because it's really unstable and like it was shaking so much, like just not good. It's got Coke. Honestly, nothing beats. I'm washing this later. Nothing beats a McDonald's Coke. Like, am I right? A seagull just landed on the cup. What's ridiculous was $1.79 and I got 3, which last time I checked is not the usual amount. There's definitely a seagull in my car. I also got some ketchup and I got hello seagull, there's literally a seagull. You can't make this up. There's literally a seagull on my look. Hello seagull. Goodbye, seagull. I'm the weirdo who likes to dip their chips in McFlurry. Pang. Honestly. I thought I would do a second term of drama school / like first year of drama school review because thus far it appears that will be the case, that my first year at TBA may be cut short because of all the virus stuff that's going on, and obviously there are a lot of people who obviously like schools have closed down and whatnot. So yeah, there's a high possibility that my time at TBA may be cut extremely short. But when I say extremely short, unlike most universities who finish in May, I finish in July, so I need to take a thumbnail. Love how I like dig in straight away when I need to take a thumbnail. I'm just getting stared at for vlogging in my car. It honestly makes sense because everyone's trying as hard as possible to for it to get to a bad point. However, it's really sad that the way that it happened, because we never really got to say properly goodbye to like my class or everyone for summer. If it is the end of first year, a lot of people who came across from other places in the UK flew home as soon as they possibly could. We had people like self-isolate because they or someone they were living with had the symptoms, so it kind of was like a bye everybody kind of thing. On Wednesday there were 12 of my class in, and there's 28 of us. So if that was the end of first year, it's going to be really, really sad. Yesterday was an inset day because they were meeting to talk about how we're going to keep the training going, and then today they've basically closed from now on. However, TBA is not closing, they are just going virtual, so I'm just going to explain how that works, because obviously it's going to affect how my YouTube videos pan out. So there were so many videos I was planning on doing in first year, like day in the life, morning routine, evening routines, all that jazz. We are still going to be getting our timetabled hours. We're going to be getting 40 contact hours a week, which is more than we actually get right now, and everything's going to be online. So we're going to be using a website called Zoom to have singing lessons on, so our 2 one-to-one singing lessons a week are still going to be going on. Also classes and stuff will be going on there. I'm not kind of sure how that's going to work yet. They're also going to be doing all our dance classes, and everything will be on video form, so they will upload an hour jazz class, an hour ballet class, an hour tap class for us in our home situation, like knowing that we don't have a whole studio of space, and it will be there for us to carry out, which is rather exciting. I've still got a lot of assessments that I was due to have completed in first year. My course in particular has a lot of assessments. However, they've done it in a way that we can get assessed in rehearsals, and also a way that we can do them from home. So basically we can be self-taping, and then, you know, in best case scenario we'll be back after May half term to do summer show. Then we'll do the summer show auditions via self-tape, so that's really exciting. I love mozzarella sticks. So, like, on the positive side, my college are doing everything they can to ensure that training goes, you know, as much as possible that we can do, which I'm honestly so grateful for. I'm just so grateful that I'm in a position, or I'm in a school, a college, a drama school, a uni, whatever you want to call it, where they're doing everything that they possibly can to ensure that our training continues throughout this season. We also don't know how long this is going to go on for, but there are so many schools across the country, like drama schools and stuff, like well-known, reputable schools, who have just stopped their training completely. And from what I'm aware of, they aren't doing anything like TBA are doing to help. Correct me if I'm wrong, but just what, you know, we've heard from the principals and I've heard from people that go there. So I'm so thankful that I'm in a college that has done that cares so much about their students and cares so much about all of us. Like, honestly guys, like, if you're ever considering going to a drama school or looking at TBA, just apply, because you won't regret it. From this, I've gotten some new video ideas, video inspirations that I want to do. I'd love to film something about for musical theatre students in full-time training, about, you know, keeping up your training and everything, giving some advice. I'd also like to do some like day in the lives or week in the lives of like a virtual musical theatre student. I think that'd be really interesting. So now, obviously, I'm not going to talk about my first year as a whole, because, you know, I'm, you know, speaking positively that it won't be my first year. That won't be the end of my first year. Not now, if that makes sense. So my second term, because we only had like 2 weeks left of this term anyway. So my second term kicked off with a bang. Came back obviously from Christmas. Had the first week I found quite rough, purely because, I'll be honest with you guys, like over Christmas I was really struggling with whether I wanted to do this or not. Like I was really struggling with me thinking that it was the best thing for me, it was the best place for me, if it was the best career for me, with my mental health and everything, and I just was really struggling, like really finding it hard to muster up the motivation to want to come back. And I was really upset for like the first week. Like I actually took a day off, which I never take a day off, for my mental health. My mum came over across from Worthing and came and sat with me and kind of helped me think about everything. I was just in a position where I was really unsure of whether I wanted to stay. It's just something that I've not actually spoken about. Like the only people who know this are like my immediate family and like my close friends. Not a lot of people in my course actually. Like I was just quite like, I felt kind of done with it. I just felt kind of like, you know, I can't do it anymore. My sister, I had a call with my sister and she said, just throw yourself in 100% and then you can decide, because if you're sitting on the fence about it, then you're going to obviously come at it from a different viewpoint. So I threw myself in after Christmas. I went in every day early to stretch. So I was in the studios stretching at like 8 o'clock in the morning every day, which I've literally done every single day since. That kind of saved me in a way, like stretching and the progress of stretching, because I've started this process a couple years ago with my stretching, and it sounds so stupid, but going back to the roots of stretching somehow ignited everything back, ounce of motivation back in me. From then on I just was just killing the game. I just started killing the game, and I just started really enjoying everything, really like having confidence in myself, really being focused. And obviously there are hard days. There were days when I was just literally like, nope, get me out of here, like I can't do this. But as of the majority of it, I just thought so much about like my outlook and the way that I was looking at the situation. And Liz, who's like head of admin, and she's like the mum of the college, I had a chat with her and she said, what I want you to do is I want you to write a list of all the things that you've learned and the good things that have happened in the day. So I did it one day and I came home and I felt so good about the day, and I told my dad about it, and my dad was like, why don't you start doing that every day? So literally since then, like, so from then on, I have every day I've come home from college and I've written a list of all the positive things from the day. So even in days where I've had a panic attack or I've had a breakdown in some form, which is so common in what I do, I've been able to look at the day from a different perspective of the day was a bad day to the perspective of I had a funny 5 minutes, or there was just half an hour or an hour where like there was just a moment where it felt like it was a bad day, but it wasn't a bad day because of all these like X, Y and Z good things, if that makes sense. You know, I started feeling really good. I started doing a thing called Show Fit, which was set up by one of our principals. Basically a thing to like encourage everyone to be strong and get fit in time for summer show, which obviously doing those workouts every day, making me exercise, again, just helped me that much, you know. So that honestly really helped me feel so focused and just really like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna kill it. And from then on, like my motivation level just changed and my passion changed, and I had so many people, like the one thing that I've gotten out so much of this term is the amount of people who have come up to me in my class who have said how proud they are of me and how strong I've been getting, and how I've just changed so much and how I've improved and the progress and the growth they've seen in me. And that makes me really happy, because being someone who really struggles to see improvement in my mental health and stuff, like seeing people and hearing people say that, like, honestly made my day. It made my days, it made my term. I also had a meeting with one of the principals to kind of talk about what's been going on with my mental health. And obviously, you guys know that before Christmas I got myself on some medication, which really did help. It's helped a lot. And I'm the type of person where I keep saying I want to do a video on my mental health, but like, that kind of scares me. But I'm the type of person where if I have a good day or something, or if I feel fine, I'm like, I'm fine, I don't need help, I don't need anything, do you know what I mean? And I got to a point where, like, I should have really gotten a counsellor literally as soon as I moved down here, like within the first couple months. However, and then I kept saying, like, when I went to the doctor to get a medication, he said to sort out a counsellor, and, you know, I'm the type of person where I was like, I'm okay, I don't need one, like, but it got to a point when, like, one of my principals had a chat with me. It wasn't like a bad chat or anything. He gave me a contact number of a lady who does counselling specifically for musical theatre students and performers, etc, etc. So she understands a bit more than a normal counsellor does, kind of the kind of environment that I'm in and that I'm going up against. So I have my first counselling meeting on Saturday. I was obviously supposed to have an in-person one, but now she's changed them all to over Skype, which I'm just really glad about, because I was really worried. I was honestly so, like, upset. I was like, if I can't have this one counselling meeting that I need so badly, you know. I'm feeling really optimistic. Despite everything that's happened, I've remained so positive, and I did a 5 a.m. video, like, that was my recent upload. When I say how much getting up at 5 a.m. improved me, like, helped me mentally so much, it really did. Other news, I just finished my 5th book that I've read this year, and I'm now on my 6th book. So, I mean, I don't know if anyone really cares, but that's one thing that I wanted to do this year, was to read more. I'm doing well. Other news in terms of the virus stuff. So in terms of me going home, I am driving to my dad's on Sunday, so today's Friday. I've got to keep up the positivity, because there's so much negativity in this world. There's been so much fear-mongering and everything to do with what's going on, so we've got to just spread some positivity up in here, you know. I absolutely love my filming setup at uni, like, it's literally my dream filming setup. But I can't film that. I mean, I could stay in Brighton, but I don't really want to, in case we go into lockdown or whatever, which I don't know whether, I don't want to say I think we will, or I don't want to say I don't think we will, but while I'm home, I'm going to be, I'll get this everywhere. Also, go follow me on Instagram, because I'm uploading, like, I'm doing like a inspirational thing every day kind of thing. So I'm going to be posting Bible verses, song lyrics, quotes, messages, songs, I don't know, whatever, every single day, like one thing a day, in hopes that it will help lift your guys' spirits in this time when you need it lifting. I also take video request ideas on there too. In terms of everything to do with isolation and stuff, how I'm feeling with my mental health, when I found out that there was a possibility that we could be closing, I was really, really anxious, and I got to a point where I felt like I did, like, mentally before I, you know, started improving with my medication, because I was just so stressed about the fact, I was just so worked up about the fact that I might not have a routine, I might not have a schedule, I might not have, like, be able to train, and I was just so worried about it. However, I and my dad kind of said, okay, let's sit down and let's make a plan for you of all the things that, like, let's make a timetable basically for your own school kind of thing, is what he said. And then obviously TBA, being the amazing school that they are, have made us a timetable for our virtual training, so that's made me really happy. Like, that's made me feel a lot better about it. And instead of seeing it as something that's scary, because change for me is, one, not something I find easy to adapt to and something I'm not comfortable with, and two, I don't know what the second point was, it just makes me feel really anxious because I don't know what to do and it throws me off, and the thought of being stuck inside, obviously, oh my gosh, why am I such a mess? That, and not be able to see people and surround myself with people, which is what I like to do as a coping thing for me, as a way for me to feel better mentally. The times when I get the worst is when I'm just stuck by myself the whole time. So that kind of worried me. However, we're all in the same position, and I'm just knowing that I'm going to be able to FaceTime friends and stuff. I'm just trusting God and just trusting that this is an opportunity for me to learn and grow my faith, because obviously I won't be able to go to church. My church was cancelled. My church is going like live streaming messages and stuff for the time being, so I won't be able to go to church. However, I'm just really, banking on God, and I know God's going to pull through and that he doesn't fail. I'm taking this as an opportunity to have more time, although I won't, but have the ability to be able to learn something new. So for those of you guys who are going to be stuck indoors, or school's cancelled and you have nothing to do for the next 6 months basically, or however long it lasts, then I challenge you guys to learn one new skill or pick up one new hobby or activity in your life and spend some of your time every day working on that one thing. So for example, for me, I really want to get back into my instruments. I want to actually probably learn how to play guitar better than I can, like properly, because at the moment I could just strum a chord. So I want to actually learn how to properly play guitar, and I also want to really improve my piano. Like, I want to get my piano skill up quite significantly. Obviously I've got my stretch goals and goals to do with college. However, those are the main 2 goals I want to do. I'd also really like to get back into my art stuff that I used to do ages ago, like my watercolour paint, quotes and everything. Get back into art, and I want to try and continue learning French, because I started learning French at one point and then I gave up, but I want to get back into it. I think I learned je suis un œuf, which means I am an egg. That's one thing that I learned. I use this as an opportunity to really focus on self-growth and improvements and helping myself mentally as well, working on new coping mechanisms and just working on a way, basically kind of eliminate my mental health in some way possible. And I basically want to come back in September or whenever I can, like for the teachers to say they've seen that I've improved drastically with it. So there's that route. Learn a new skill, do something creative. Maybe you want to start learning how to take photographs, or you want to start a YouTube channel, do something that you keep saying that, when I've got more time I'm going to do this. Well, listen, we've got all the time in the world right now, so do it, This is your opportunity. I'm going to end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed. It was less of a drive with me and more with a mukbang life update. In my car, more like. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a... Thank you for that. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're new. Click the bell next to it to get notified every time I upload, because you guys don't want to miss my uploads, because they're honestly going to give you lots of joy this time. And follow me on all my social media. Links will be down below. Yeah, that's that. I'm going to drive home now, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye guys.